Reunification is imminent. That is what I was hearing in my meditation. And the spirit guides wanted you to know that definitively this is not with a friend, a family member, a coworker, someone from school. This is a reunification with a past loving partner. And whether you want to have that reunification or not, that will be entirely up to you. Though that was what was coming through as well. Shine bright tonight, you and I. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. That was coming through. And that has been coming through actually, I would say, over the past couple of days. So, Diamonds by Rihanna, I think that's what it's called. Um, if not, I will put the correct name in the video. Ooh, I was getting goosebumps from that song, those lyrics, I should say. So if you feel a call towards those lyrics, there may be more aligning in the song. You may look that up on your own time. If you see any smoke flying around, that is just my sage. It is lit and we are in flow here. So now we have zoom out to see the full picture. This is kind of like tripping me out, honestly, because these readings, it's almost like they are picking up from where the last one left off. This was a significant message that came through the last reading. So zoom out because you're not able to see things as they truly are. You may be tunnel vision focused on one area of your life, or even in terms of this connection or partnership with this person. It may be that obviously you are in a state of separation, so whatever caused that, maybe that is what is really pulling on your heartstrings at this time. But we'll have to see what comes through here in this reading. I did want to mention that with each person, we all have more than one zodiac sign that aligns, and you may tune into the readings for all of your signs. But also, when I speak in my readings, I don't typically refer to gender roles, though I will say that roles can be reversed, meaning that if something seems like it aligns with somebody with which you were connected to in the past and it's not aligning with you, absolutely take that message as it applies for your specific situation. So now we have find fun. So find fun in the journey. This person, when they come back in, they might even be bringing the fun. Find that lighthearted, flowful, fun energy, right? Because it comes from the inner well of ourselves. For our Virgo zodiac sign, for this love reading and the reunification that will be coming in, what are our messages? Please, spirit guides. I keep seeing 100% facts, but I mean, we'll have to see what comes up in this reading. Though, if I see something, or if I channel something, if I feel something, then that means that it aligns for more than one person tuning in. And Virgo season is coming up soon, so get ready because something might be coming in for you around your birthday time. That's what I'm feeling. So now we have gains. So when you find fun, that will actually allow for you to bring in some gains for yourself. Blessings may be pouring in when you allow for yourself to be led and flow by the universe instead of forcing something, even in regards to having a connection with another individual. So now we have miracles manifest. I have two cards in this deck. One says miracles manifest, which is this one. One says manifest miracles. So those, though they seem to be very similar, are actually different. And the opposite card is the beginning of manifestation, starting that process. This is meaning that your dream manifested desires are coming into cultivation and fruition. It may be this person. Maybe you manifested them to come back into your reality or to have a reunion with one another. Again, we'll have to see what comes out. But I do want to mention that also, if I mention something, again, that may align. So I'm not just saying things just to say them. I'm saying things because I feel them, because they align. And they may for more than one person. It may only be one person. It's going to be different for each individual because we all have different stories and we're all at different levels of growth within ourselves, and even in terms of relationships and connections. But for all of the collectives, there was a message that kept coming through, and for every sign, it was that the silence is deafening. So, whether that is for you, this other person, or a shared togetherness that may be going on, like something may be really pulling on your energy field at this time. Okay, so now we do have a stack that came out, and I was shuffling for a little bit before this stack came out. So that may mean that this person has been holding in their emotions or feelings towards you and has never openly expressed them. But we'll have to see what comes out here in these cards. Remember to lean in on lightheartedness and fun, because right now it is intense. So the energy circulating the collective is a bit chaotic, and my recommendation is to take life in bite-sized pieces. So the first card we have here says trust and commitment. So this person might be on trust and commitment now, and prior they weren't. They may have been attempting to continue to live that player lifestyle, and it may have been apparent to them that no one compares to you. You are incomparable, undeniable, and unforgettable. So also just have that trust and commitment within yourself to remain in that lighthearted energy, and that will open you up to the miracles, which will be the gains and bring the fun in, right? Remember to make sure that you're seeing life as it truly is, and not just being tunnel vision focused or hyper vigilant on one area of your life. And now I know that that can be difficult to overcome or even to hear, because a lot of people are struggling in one area of life, right? They are facing adversity and challenge and having to overcome things over and over and over again, because healing and growth are not linear. So just when we think we have healed in one way for certain things, sometimes later down the line, it can come back up and hit you in the feels in a different way at a later time. So trust and commitment, those are great attributes to have and to hold within a relationship. That may be a shared togetherness, but again, have that trust and commitment. Honor your vision for what it is that you hold for yourself, your life, and in terms of any partnership or relationship. So now we have licked the spoon. I really don't know what it was that I had anticipated when I made this card. I channel, so like a lot of messages just come through and I write them down. But to me, it's like even just leaning in on the sweeter aspects of life, and even just taking things as they come. This even may just be in representation of living in your autonomous sovereignty and to have fun. Bring those little sips and moments of fun into your life. Lick the spoon. So now we have yes. Ooh, yes what? Yes, this person will be committed and loyal. Yes, you are supposed to be with this person. Yes, this is a real and true love. That's what I'm feeling deep down in my soul and in my bones. And in my spirit, everything feels like this person may be a twin flame or a soul. Individually, you may be growing through what it is that you need to go through while you're in separation, and there may have even been a divine intervention to bring it to a separation because there were things that still needed to be worked through. So now we have celebrate now. So yes, celebrate now. Miracles are manifesting. This is really beautiful. These messages are amazing. But now we do have lesson learned. So that can mean in a number of ways, right? That could mean that this person learned their lesson. Maybe you learned a lesson throughout the duration of the time that you were connected. It may also mean that this person was a lesson learned and you will not be coming into reunification. That will align with some of you. You may actually come into communication. There may be an incoming apology from this person, but in the end, it may not be that you are fully aligned. Again, that's for only some people. You both may have learned great lessons through even the adversity that you faced with one another, and how to move differently when you bring it back in alignment. Now we have tables turned. So you may have been feeling like this person was only a once in a lifetime opportunity, like everything is done. You may have not even been in communication with this person for years, but the tables are turning and the divine is working in your favor. Remember, those miracles are manifesting now. So this may indicate, Virgo, who this person is, or if not, it will be somebody else, another thread of energy in your field, or even a season that something manifests or cultivates. So we have air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Only take what pertains for your specific situation. Now we have another country. So this person may reside in another country. So there may actually be physical distance between you. You may even reside in different time zones. There may be a blockage in some regard that you are unable to have communication currently. Twin flame or soulmate. So there you go. One of these people from another country may be your twin flame or soulmate. Again, only take what applies, because not everything will apply for everyone. There are infinite threads of energy, and think about how many people are in any given collective at any time. So you guys tuning in to this reading, you are considered a collective. Overall, on YouTube is an entire collective, but if you think about it in terms of how many niches are on YouTube and how many people reside in those niches, how many people have the same energy, right? Not everyone, but now we have, why be moody when you can shake your booty? All right, so somebody may be feeling in their mood right now, in a low vibrational state or place, and it's just reminiscent of leaning in on finding that fun and lightheartedness with licking the spoon. Okay, so now we have patience. Have patience with yourself, have patience with this person, have patience with the divine, and this manifested miracle. On the top of the deck here, we have golden ticket. So this person may be the golden ticket for you. You may be the golden ticket for them, or together, you may just be golden, baby. Bottom of the deck, we have take a break. Take a break from overthinking. Take a break from manifesting. Take a break from even the healing processes, maybe. And just kind of allow for the universe to lead and allow for yourself to remain in flow. That's interesting. I haven't had to take a break in any of the readings. In fact, I have gotten messages to do more. So That's interesting. This deck here provides love messages, zodiac signs, physical features, ages. There will be some song lyrics and even intimate messages. So for our Virgo collective, that aligns with this reading. What are our messages? Do be mindful of me saying that something may occur around your birthday season. It may even take that length of time until something is manifested, even if it is just a drop in your inbox, you know? They may be thinking about you during your season, and it may pull on their heartstrings. Though right now, currently in this retrograde, you are on this person's mind heavy. And when I say heavy, I mean to a point where they are losing sleep because they don't know what's going to happen. And they may even feel as though they are at a cross to whether they should proceed ahead to have this reunification. So now we have life and love are messy and unpredictable. There is no rule book. And that's absolute facts. We as humans are messy. We are conditioned to illusions that don't even really hold any validity of truth at all whatsoever, on top of growing through the things that we ascend, evolve, and awaken to. So now we have wish fulfillment. Didn't I say dream wish fulfillment when we were talking about manifesting? There is a dollar sign in the wish. So again, this person thinks that you are high level, and you may to them as well. But even like going back to the golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. That's what I keep hearing. Ooh, and I got goosebumps on that one. This may even indicate that there is a interconnection between a divine counterpart and work. Though again, only take it if it applies. So now we have elevated and joyous. When you are in that elevated and joyous energy and you are free flowing with the universe, anything is possible. So never say never, but also take a break. Now we have spontaneous energy, self-motivation. So that may even be coming from like twintuition. This person may be guiding you and pushing you along in a certain way. They may even be like a source of your guiding light, so to speak, and even a part of your spirit team, and you may even be unaware of that. So now we have zero F's given, zero apologies. Now, I'm feeling as though this person just has so much love for you that when they come in, they aren't going to give any apologies about that, though there may still be an apology incoming. And somebody may not get an apology at all. So that may also align. They may come in and they may be on like them smoother than a smooth jar, Skippy vibes, right? They may throw you a little breadcrumb and see how you handle it, see how you reciprocate the exchange of that. But they may not come in with an apology right away. So again, only take what is resonant. Now we have ruminating, release control. I'm feeling this more on the lines of that other person. What I'm feeling is that this person is ruminating right now because they are the ones that want to come back in. You may have even been the one to initiate the last communication, and you may have gotten ghosted completely altogether. This person never gave you the time of day. They never gave you the clarity that you wanted or you needed to receive for validation of certain things. But they can't just come in and not offer an apology. It's up to you how you will take whatever occurs. And again, for different people, there will be different things that will occur. But the beginning said that a reunification was occurring. So, take that as you will. Can we get any physical features, zodiac signs, or ages? Whoa. Living my life like it's golden. I love that song. Now we have surrender. So release, what did we say? Ruminating, release control. This is for one or both of you. And you may actually be feeling, again, that intensity from them, their anxiety, their fear, their crossroads energy. Of course, you're going to be feeling it even more if it is in regards to you as well. So now on the top of the deck, what did I say? Intense energy, take life in bite-sized pieces at this time. That is coming through almost all of the readings. Let's see what else. The top of the deck is said, I want to explore every inch of you. So somebody does want to get intimate with you. Again, that may not align with everybody, but I just wanted to mention also that not only is this person attracted and turned on from your physicality, they also feel as though you touch them soul deep, having to touch them physically. So now we have what? I love when spirit works it out. I want to explore every inch of you. So I didn't take it from the top of the deck. Sometimes I get tripped up with that. Like, should I take the one that's next or should I shuffle through? So when that occurs, I will speak about it. Hey, I saw this. Or if I'm shuffling and I see, like, so there was one that I saw Taurus 3 times in the reading. It didn't come out, but I saw it, so obviously it aligned. But this one came out definitively. Someone is attracted to you hard, body. So now we have your future is predicted to be less heavy and more bright. That's a beautiful message to receive. I love that. And again, you may both be the ignition and spark of light for one another that keeps each other lit and that keeps this love bridged through the distance. What else? Okay, I'm just going to speak about it. It might not come out, but there was a card that said experience great adversity. So I believe that to be that even in your childhood, like all throughout life, you guys have kind of been facing challenge and adversity, but this situation in itself may have been an adversity in a certain manner. You are the secret weapon. Ooh. So you are that secret sauce, right? In their life, or even just in regards to this connection and relationship. Though this may mean that this is a secret admirer with hidden emotions who never openly express them. Again, you will have to take what pertains to you. Top of the deck, once in a lifetime kind of love, twin flame, or soulmate. So I know that that says once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. But it may be once in every lifetime, because if you are twin flames and soulmates, more often than not, you have that invisible thread of fate that keeps you connected lifetime to lifetime. So that's beautiful. I love to receive these messages. This reading has been amazing. Oop, 2 that flipped actually. Okay, it says, here we go, spirit working on my behalf again. I fell in love with the way you touched me without using your hands. So I was just speaking about that, and that is significant and profound. That may even be a shared togetherness. I know people that are turned on just by intellect, and I feel that way sometimes, to be honest. Like, if you are intelligent, if you are intelligent and you have humor and you are humble about yourself, like, those are some good attributes to have. So now we have joy, happiness, and fulfillment. I just want to speak about this in terms of we are actually responsible for giving these things to ourselves. This is actually a self job. So once you pour into your own love cup until you can pour from that abundant overflow, the possibilities are going to be limitless. They already are limitless, but you know what I'm saying. Instead of pouring from your innate energy supply and depleting your own energy on someone else, and maybe not even receiving that reciprocal energy back, now it's the tables are turning. My dog is sleeping and dreaming. Aww. Maybe. Okay. So the divine may be coming in to gift you with these manifested miracles as blessings as to how everything will align when you surrender and you release control. Maybe even control over an outcome, or this person when they surrender and release control and be like, you know what, like I just can't anymore, because they are pulling on your energy to a point where it is causing instability. This person, I'm telling you, they're not sleeping right at night. If they are sleeping even at all, you are coming up in their mind and you are taking space in this person's mind without paying rent. And it is from the morning to the noon to the night, repeatedly, over and over and over again. And it's even more now that we are in this retrograde season. So now we have at a crossroads, and that's exactly what I said earlier, that this person may not be coming through at this moment because they feel as though they're at a crossroads. They don't know how you're going to react to them coming back into your reality. Again, it may have been quite some time, like significantly profound, since you have spoken to each other last. And due to how the separation may have occurred, this person may feel responsible for that. Even though it takes two, right? And even though the divine may have intervened, they may feel responsible for what has occurred. So on their end, it's a little bit more daunting to come back in. So they don't want to get rejected, right? They carry abandonment from childhood and from their experience here. I'm feeling that. But love on yourself and pour into your own love cup. I did speak about that, so remember to do that. Find fun in doing that. Allow for yourself to gain what it is that you can through yourself first before you can through another individual. For our Virgo, are there any other aligning messages such as ages, zodiac signs, anything else? This one shot out onto the floor and it's blowing me away. I was told that this reading was going to blow me away, but I wasn't expecting this. This message actually shot out of the deck and onto the floor, and it says, chemistry is you touching my mind, what? And setting my body on fire. So I spoke about that. That's why I'm laughing, because Spirit is just aligning what I said to you already. They are making it known by clarifying what it is that I am saying here. So now we have medium to large build. If that doesn't align with you, that aligns with this person or again, someone else in your energy field. So do take it as it applies. Now we have total package vibes. Did we have that here already? I can't recall. Either way, when you come together will be the total package, and individually, what it is that you embody, the essence of who it is that you already are the total package. So now we have powerful sense of belonging. You both will give each other this powerful sense of belonging. And what I am feeling is that, again, you both have experienced great adversity. You have went through hardship and overcome abandonment in your childhood, abandonment as you were growing into your adolescent years, and even, just growing through life. Fear overrides logic. So again, this person, they are living in fear right now. To conclude the reading, I will be pulling letters and any numbers that may align. They don't always have to align, but if they do, obviously take them. As well, any messages and readings that you tune into on YouTube, you may use discernment, meditate, and pray, as well in regards to any connection or counterpart relationship. Okay. So the fact that the zodiac signs, ages, and different things did not come out, maybe somebody is keeping their cards close to their chest, or the divine does not want that to be revealed at this time. But we'll see what we got in these messages here. 50 shades and hues, tailor-made for you. So somebody may have the name Taylor, but This is an intimate card, though it may also just represent the dark shadow aspects that each of you have had to move through in regards to this connection. But it can also mean that, like, no matter what it is, however you want to get down intimately in the sheets, they are willing to do whatever it is that you want to do. Like, they will allow for you to take the lead if that is how it is that you want to hold your position there. So now we have observing you from afar, heavy. How many times did I say heavy in this reading? In order to know you better, to offer you a pleasant surprise. What? This is the greatest, like, remote view card that I have in this deck. And I'm so grateful that this one came out and not the other ones that normally do. But they want to get to know you. They want to study, explore you, know you on a soul level, to be able to have that soul depth of a connection between you two. That's pretty special. What is speaking to your heart and or pulling on your heartstrings? Follow your heart. Okay, so no matter what is appearing in your reality currently, make sure that you are following the inner standing of yourself, of your heart, of how it is that you want to be treated. And even as far as communication with someone, how it is that they need to come correct back in. So now we have plot twist, life-changing vibes. Ooh, I love that. This reading has been phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. So now we have activate and embrace self-empowerment. So lean in on radical self-love, self-empowerment, releasing the things that no longer serve, standing and stepping into your confident self. Even if this person is pulling on your energy and we have this intense energy going around, that's like a double whammy, right? Plus the stuff that we're working through individually and as far as our partnerships and connections. Loving you is the single most amazing gift I will forever treasure and cherish, and the you is underlined there. This person, they will not waver, wager, or falter. Falter. Is that how you say that word? Yeah. You, this connection, or your future that you have with one another. On the top of the deck, we do have early to late 60s on up. That may align for somebody. I'm not going to just take it, but again, I will mention that. So this person that's coming back in, or you may be early to late 60s on up, or someone else in your energy field. Stuck in fight or flight due to living in survival mode. So that's this person. And again, they are stuck. The fear is overriding their logic currently, and it may, during this entire retrograde time frame, that they may only be coming in later on. So now we have strong and fit, but soft, empathic, and compassionate, a kind, caring soul. So if this isn't you, then this is that person. And that may align with the medium to large build. So now we have clearing the way for renewal and a new start. Right now, as a collective humanity overall, we are growing through a refinement and awakening period at different rates and different levels of growth. Petty non-factor. Okay, I'm so glad that this one came up, because I was feeling as though there were external voice and noise of somebody, maybe an ex-karmic, somebody that somebody went to for advice that gave them bad advice, that came from like a jaded lens of perception due to the false self and the conditions and things that they haven't worked through, or even a parent that was trying to offer loving advice, but they were protective. It may have even been somebody that you are both unaware of that is attempting to keep you separate at this time. Either way, it's a petty non-factor. Any low vibrations or even karmic energies will fuel your success. The divine has your back through this. So now we do have soulful expressions. It's a soul thing. I love that. I really love that. That is so deep that you touch each other, and that might even be, I was planning on actually using a different title, but you reach, meet, and even teach each other so deep. This person wants to be the best version of themselves because they see that you are taking the initiative to learn, overcome, and become who it is that you always were meant to be. Those adversities and challenges that came up in the beginning of life may have really rocked both of you. That may be a shared togetherness. Obviously, not in the same manner or regard, but in different ways. You may have both experienced bullying, and again, with the abandonment wounds, and just basically being made to feel small and insignificant in a certain manner or regard. So now we have release burdens, release the baggage that I was just speaking about. That may even include rejection, persecution, humiliation. Take the gatekeeper that is holding your heart closed and kind of like allow for your walls to come down and for your heart to be open. And also make sure you're in receptive mode. Like, it's so easy to say, yeah, I'm ready for this person to come back in, but are you really, right? If you have those gatekeeper walls up, you're not. If you're holding on to even people from the past or the situation that occurred that brought you to a place or state of separation, let it go. We need to release that stuff so that we can allow for the new, the joyous, the love, the happiness, the fulfillment to reach us. So now we have you spark more than someone's curiosity. They've never had the pleasure of meeting someone so real, authentic, and unique. They're smitten. The way that this reading is just blowing my mind. It is aligning so beautifully, and I love it. But yeah, someone is intrigued AF, and that is why they are either remote viewing you, studying you. They may even be getting like the readings that I'm doing here. They may even be getting psychic readings on you. They just want to know more. They want to get to know you deeper, and they feel that soul to soul infinite connection and bond. But there may not be a way, even currently, for them to communicate or come into contact with you. You may have this person blocked off. You may be having your guard up so much that this person can't even come through. You could be the lover, I'll be the fighter, babe. If I'm a blunt, you could be the letter, babe. Fire it up, right up, baby. You could be the quote. If I'm the lyric, baby, you could be the note. Record that. Okay, so this person and you may be equal and that yin yang twin flame vibes, but it's like whatever you are, they will be the counterpart to that, right? So if you're the bird, they're the bird. If you're the fire, they'll be the blunt. If you're the note, they want to record it. If you're the, what is it? If you're the lover, I'll be the fighter, babe, right? So they will fight for this, and they have been inwardly and in their energy, but they will continue to as well. So even saying that, like, you may hear from this person more than once before you actually come into full alignment. I do have my dog joining me here. Sometimes he likes to be with me when I do my readings, and he keeps my energy calm as well. So I don't mind him being here. So now we have detach and remove all distractions. All is underlined there. So remove that. Could even be a burden if there's distractions and the chaos. Those are people that may be outside of you, or even things just pulling you away from having the highest vantage point of perspective. Remember, because what did we start with? Zooming out to see the full picture. So detach from that distraction, the distraction of a certain outcome occurring, or even if you're going to hear back from this person or not. Now we have external validation is not required. So you don't need anyone outside of yourselves or even outside of yourself to tell you about this connection, what has occurred, and even maybe what will occur. Nobody else even needs to know. If you want to keep it on the down low, that is entirely up to you. Right. Ooh, now we have Make the Canvas Speak, Handle Me Carefully. That is a lyric from a song called ART by Tyla. So this person, again, on those intimate vibes, they want to get intimate with you, but also, like, I do have a card in here, it says blank canvas vibes. It didn't come out here for this reading, but that may mean that they want to wipe the slate clean and begin anew, and even that they want to handle you with tender, loving care. So, our last message here is count memories, not calories. So, one or both of you may have a form of body dysmorphic disorder, and you may be working through that currently, but that also means that you do have memories that you have shared with this person, whether you were ever in physical union or not. You do share memories with this person, and they want you to remember the good. Lean in on the good that existed within this connection. Okay, so now I will be moving on to letters and numbers. So I'm just gonna read the letters out, and I will explain if some of them are in representation of anything, and then I will tidy them up. I will put them on a little plaque or an area where we can sit, and I will speak about how they may align for you, because they do in more than just the way of a person's first, middle, or last initials or name. So let's start here. We have FF. That may actually represent French fries if somebody really enjoys French fries. And it's so weird because I was thinking about that this morning, French fries, and how FF comes out in my readings. And then we have T, Z, two N's, and a D. So the F, N, and D reminds me of friends. So you may have been friends before you become lovers with this person. As well, the show Friends may be resonant. We have two L's, two K's, an A, and an I. So AI, somebody may use AI for work. KK, LL, NN, and FF. Those are the multiples in these letters here. Then I have M, 4, and P, which is pretty interesting. Wasn't there like an MP4 player or something back in the day? I can't remember. Now, this really made me laugh. I was laughing out loud. SOB, so we know what that can represent, right? We're all adults. Then we have a Z, CW, and this spells out a word. I'm not going to say the word, but you will know when I say the letters. TITS. So this person may like yours, or you may like theirs. Take it as it applies. And then N for the end, for the end. So right here, I'm seeing like Tennessee with the TN. The CW, I believe, is a show on TV. It's like a network. But I like to speak about them when I put them out here, because when I put them out, again, I don't always put them in the same order. I kind of try to switch it up just to see what else comes through. But I did want to also mention that in two different letters, we got TI, TI. So that may mean that both of you are targeted individuals, and that is kind of like harsh to come to the reality of that. You know, people may be targeting you in a certain regard to keep you stuck, stagnant, not moving ahead in life. It may have been that, you know, you guys were targeted by a third party or someone outside of you that knew of the level of depth that this connection holds, if that applies. I know that we were doing the letters and I just spoke about some things here. This was calling out to me from the top of the deck. You are the judge, jury, and prosecutor over your own life. I literally just spoke about being a targeted individual. Don't let anyone have that control over you if you can help it. I know sometimes with the TI, that goes pretty deep, but also, wasn't there a rapper TI, if I'm not mistaken? But yes, you are the judge, the jury, and the prosecutor of your own life. We're not meant to live life like anyone else. You don't have to. You don't have to explain your choices and decisions. You don't have to validate. Remember, any external voice and noise is not required. So just do keep that in mind, and that these tables are turning. So even if you were experiencing that you were a targeted individual, those tables may be turning as well. I'm really surprised that we didn't get more protection from the divine messages come through, but I can't control what spirit wants to reveal. Though I do feel as though you are completely and totally protected by the divine at all times, even in terms of this relationship. These letters may represent a first, middle, or last name or initials. They may align with a city, a state, a country, people who are in your energy, animals. I've had French fries, which I spoke about. I've had restaurant names. Up at the top, you can see it says MP4. That may even mean being a targeted individual. There may be 4 military police that are targeting one of you. If it aligns, you may not even know that it is occurring. There are even aligning numbers or connecting words that may have meaning. So let's dive into this. The first word, again, it has that TI in it, but tib, like a tibbet. What are those called? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say one of them things that you spin, but I don't think that's it. I don't know if that's a word. We have BT there. BTI is actually a school, Berks Technical Institute, if you put those letters together. I did speak about the CW. It could be WC for Wisconsin. You could even spell Wisconsin out as a whole. Cow or cows is there. Bit, so somebody may work with a drill bit. SCN may represent 7. Son, SON, so somebody could be a parent and have a son or more than one. SW may represent the Southwest. The next line, the way that this is reminded me of ill, like somebody is physically ill. Though you could do LLC if you wanted to include those other letters there. Then we have the word actually land. We have 2 F's and 2 K's. And what that was representing to me was somebody with the name Frank. KFC may represent a restaurant. The F, K, and N reminded me of like Frankenstein or frankincense. We do have 2 Z's here as well. So how many? We have 3 T's, 2 S's, 2 L's, 2 F's, 2 K's. Is there? And 2 N's. Yeah, I hopefully said everything. You will know how some of these letters may be resonant for you, and they don't have to align. They're just bonus to what it is that you already received here in this reading. The S and the Z reminds me of SZA. I don't know if anybody's a fan of SZA. She's a musical artist. The AND may represent Andrew or Andy. I know I was seeing like zit. Of course, we talked about the T word earlier. Scow, SCOW. I'm not even sure what scow means.
4K HDR is something that people use
Yeah,
for
so
editing.
Chris, Christina, Frank, Tyler, Taylor, Teresa, Becky, Bobby, Billy, Natasha, Mike, Matt, Susan,
Or Suzanne.
Lake, Zach may align and connect with each other energetically in the evening hours. The number 4 may represent the month of April, though it doesn't have to. There may be 4 people involved in this connection, or it may be that in the PM at 4 is when you align and connect. So again, do take what applies here. I went to pick up your letters and numbers. The P and the 4 kind of like stayed behind together. So I don't know if that has any resonance for anybody. It could mean that there is a person with the first initial P and in 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, right? They may be coming in with this reconciliation vibe, but I don't know, and you may not even know. You may not even know how these messages or this reading will align until you experience what it is that is coming through here. Thank you for joining me here on my only social media channel, YouTube, at Sacred Love 8. I will never reach out to you, and comments have been muted due to trolls and spam. If you would like to contribute a tip to receive a personal, mini, or extended reading, you may visit ko/fi.com/sacred love. At the heart of the universe, love is the ultimate truth that transcends all boundaries. Thank you for joining me here.